conversation. Well, if you were here in the studio, you could understand. She's a pretty lady. She's got a pretty face. She's got cute lips, pursed lips for that matter. She is eloquent. She's confident. She slays in her own lane. She does well in her field. She has an eatery. She knows how to cook. I tasted her wachi and I loved it. So, well, her name is Salma Mumin, aka Pretty Face Salma.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, I like that smile.
You do?
Yeah, it's so wide and it doesn't look fake at all.
Thank you.
You know, some people smile and it's actually fake.
I know, right?
You know, right?
Well, one thing about me is that I can't even fake anything. To talk about even my smile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, have you had anyone smile at you and you knew that this one was actually fake?
So many times. Yeah.
What do you do?
I do that too myself, you know. I do that too myself.
Give me a fake smile.
My fake smile is just as beautiful as my real smile.
So then how do we know the difference?
You wouldn't even know. You can't tell. You wouldn't be able to tell.
But under what circumstance would you give a fake smile?
Sometimes I run into people that knows me and I don't recall them, and you know, sometimes I just have to fake just to save them the embarrassment. Ooh. So yeah, in some situations like that, I do that a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you can't be blamed for it.
I can't.
A lot of people know you, but you can't know all of them.
Exactly.
Right. So, Pretty Face Salma Mumin, she's on our screen, she's on social media, she's got a lot of following, she's got an eatery. And recently you launched, was it your foundation?
My foundation
that
and
was
also my clothing line.
Right, Leo by Salma. We'll get to that and we'll talk about that. But then the story behind Salma, how Salma became Salma, a lot of people don't know. But all we know is what we see on social media. We don't dig in. So today we want to dig in.
Well, has Salma really become Salma?
Salma has become Salma.
Wow, then I think I give all praise to God. Because to me, where I really want to be in future isn't where I am right now.
But you're not where you used to be either.
Exactly. So I actually don't see myself as I've arrived or anything.
Okay. Where do you want to see yourself?
Obviously, I wasn't where I used to be yesterday.
Okay.
Which I thank God for. But to say that what is behind Salma who has become Salma, I wouldn't say I've become Salma, but I can say just a little bit about.
At what point would you know that you have become Salma?
At what point? When I need not to stress over, you know, paying for something, or when I need not to stress about my peace of mind.
You're stressing about all that now?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not where I need to be in future, my darling. I'm still working.
But you know, people see and they feel like, oh, Charlie, she's at the top, like she's there, like.
No. When I'm at the top, you see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Charlie pressure. She's not there yet, put you. But anyway, how was life growing up for you? How did it all begin, and how did you get to the movie industry? Where actually brought you out there to the limelight for people to get to know you? I like this. Like, yeah, but digging, she has to take off the shirt. So
not really. It's not really about that. I just need my loved ones to see my face.
I like that.
You know. So about Salma, how I came about, growing up really wasn't easy. Coming from a home that was broken and having, my parents had a divorce while I was still a baby. Not really a baby, but of course, just a child. So you all know the consequences of marriage, being broken in homes and the children and how we grew up. You know, I didn't get the luxury of living with my parents. Just like other people do. I had to stay with this auntie, from that auntie to another auntie. You know, it's just been from one step to the other, and I am here today by the grace of God.
So definitely we know how broken homes tend to affect the kids, not the parents. Moving from one auntie to the other, how did that feel like? Did you feel at a point that you were being a burden onto your relatives when you had to move?
So many times I felt like that, because I am one person that likes to put myself in people's shoes. I like to think for people before I judge them by their actions or feel a certain way about the situation. Well, I have grown up now, and personally I feel like I was a burden to some people at a point, because obviously they were not as rich as, you know, whoever enriched enough to cater for an extra child, but they did, which I'm extremely thankful for. And then yeah, but I think it's nature. I mean, people are always not in a position to take care of other people, and when that happens, and you know, when the responsibilities are coming, when the school fees are coming, when you know you're waking up and falling sick, and when they have to take care of you and they do not have money, obviously they would feel like that, you know. So yeah, at a point I felt like I was a burden, and I could actually see and feel it. That was what led me into actually living on my own from like when I was at a younger age. Yeah.
Wow. So you've been on your own for a very long time then?
Like almost all my life.
Almost all your life?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so take us through school, education.
Yeah.
How was that as well? The journey, the schools you went to?
The schools I went to, I started off in Wa. I attended SDA school. And from there I lived, my mom took me to Bolgatanga, where I lived for just a tiny little bit. I studied there for a little bit, but the education there wasn't as good as my mom expected. I ended up on the street selling pure water, and then it wasn't even pure water, it was ice water. I was a hawker, my darling. I was a hawker. I was a hawker. Like, I would walk in the sun. Anybody who lives in Boliga knows how scorching the sun is, you know. And a little girl, Salma Mumin, would walk and sell ice water. And my auntie sold pastries, so she sold chips and pies and all of that, you know. So she would give me to sell in the market, and also sometimes in school. In the classrooms, I would take to school and then sell to my colleagues after, when it's break time. So gradually, you know, my mom picked me up from Bolga, and I ended up in Obuase with another auntie, but that didn't last. I didn't attend any school over there. So
you stayed home through that period when you were there?
Yeah, it wasn't for long because I wasn't quite interested in living there. Okay. Yeah. So my mom then brought me to Accra and made me live with another auntie.
How many aunties have you lived with?
Man, you have no idea. And I call so many people my aunties, people who are not even family blood. I call them aunties. Anybody who has been kind to me growing up is family to me. Right. So I call everybody auntie, ma, sister, baby, whoever. Like I just be calling people names because I appreciate them a lot. So where have I even gotten to? So yeah, my mom brought
what part of Obuasi though? Obuasi is
Bidieso.
Bidieso.
Yeah, Bidieso. My auntie, she used to cook pito. She made pito. She brewed pito. Pito, right? Yeah. So from Boliga, I came over to Accra. My auntie, she lived at SCC barrier. So I lived most of my life there. I lived with her. I went to, what's the name of the school again? Oh my God, my school.
Don't forget it, please.
Odoko 1 and 2, Saito. Yes.
Oh, Saito in Naya.
I used to wear the brown Kokonte, you know, uniform. I would stand at the bus stop. Back in the day, SEC wasn't what it is to be. If you don't know what SEC is the West Hills Mall that we all know today. I used to live around there, and it was a bush. Church comes there like once in a while. So what every morning. What are we talking
about? If church comes there once in a while?
It's not once in a while, but I mean, like, you know, it wasn't.
Not on the regular. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, we get it.
So when you wake up in the morning, then I would wake up around 4 a.m. because I had to sweep the whole compound along with my other sisters and brothers by my auntie. So we would sweep the whole compound, get ready. You know, we need to be at the bus stop exactly at 5 a.m. Else, when that church is full, like you ain't going to school, you're gonna have to wait for another hour or two, which you might end up being late because we had to live there. We had to go to school from SCC, which is really far then, and the road wasn't really good, you know. So yeah, I attended Odoko 1 and 2, high school. No, it's a high school. No, it's
That
not
was
high school.
primary.
That was primary.
So
yeah.
where did you attend
high school in Sanya Secondary School.
In Sanya, okay.
Yeah, that is on the Bojasi Road,
Right.
which I was an entertainment prefect for.
Of course, it explains a lot.
You know, I
Explains a lot.
I would rap and all of that.
Hey, then you give me freestyle.
Oh no, not anymore. I'm not good at that anymore.
So that you can.
You know, I used to know just one rap in my life, and it was the only rap I rapped throughout.
What rap was
I won't even remember. It was some silly rap, you know, put together by my friends. I wouldn't even remember.
Okay.
I wouldn't remember. So right from there, I went to Sanya Secondary School.
Okay.
And then I completed and later on joined Sitmap Ghana, which is located in East Legon.
Okay.
Sitmap Ghana offers courses like business management, and also I pursued tourism, business, tourism, and hospitality.
No,
so I
that you
studied
like
tourism, and I studied business, and I studied hospitality,
Okay.
which comes with marketing, business, accounting, you know, computer engineering, all under one.
Wow.
So I have a degree in that, and that's where it ended for me. But I'm thinking of furthering my education by, you know, studying acting.
It's necessary. We will go into your playlist, but before that, let me let you know that you perform one song in your playlist.
Oh,
Yeah, so
would.
think of the one that you want to perform and then get ready for it. Right, so all through this travel and see, going from one relative to, was there ever a time where you got maltreated?
I used to think it was maltreatment, but growing up, I've realized that it wasn't. They were actually preparing me to become who I am today.
Right.
Children, we always, when we don't get things our way, we tend to think that some people are being, you know,
Mean and all.
mean towards us, but it's not it. It was, they're actually bringing me up. They were actually nurturing me to be the Salma that I am today, that can sit down and think for myself. You know, it got to a point where I just needed to hustle and survive, because I felt like I didn't have anybody, and that has really been good to me.
Okay.
Because it made me start, you know, hustling and then working at a very young age and looking for mine and mine only, you understand? So that's really helped me, and it has inspired me and pushed me to the wall to do what I wouldn't be able to do. I never thought I could be able to do. Yeah.
Okay, so that's deep. I bet a lot of us didn't know that. So sometimes let's go slow and like really slow on some of these people we see out there. Like I was saying, someone would think that, oh, she's from some rich home, she's a DB.
Not at all.
Charlie.
Not at all. I'm actually the one taking care of my entire family, which I'm extremely excited about.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Now fast forward, let's get to now, Salma now. She's not the Salma she wants to be, but she's definitely a Salma that people look up to. How did you land your first role
In movies.
in movies?
I
Wow, what a side.
I used to feel really excited when talking about it, but not no more, because the person who introduced me to the industry passed away.
Oh, sorry.
May his soul rest in peace. He's called JB.
Okay.
He used to be work in my school canteen when I was in high school.
Okay.
And then my friends knew about my interest in acting as a whole, entertainment in general. So, and they also knew that he was a light personnel in the film industry.
Okay.
So they came to tell me and ask that I go to, but after that I was really shy and timid, and you know, couldn't make decisions for myself. You know, a young little girl, you know, from the north to Boliga, to all these places, you know, Michelle Mikona, do you understand? So what have I gotten to?
How you got introduced to him, and
Exactly. Forgive me.
It's fine.
So yeah, I finally got it courage. I wasn't even the one that went to tell him, because I couldn't. My friends did the job for me. They told him about my interest, and he also was very excited to hear that. And he said, "Oh my God, you're so pretty! You know, you can actually become one of the big stars in Africa someday. So don't worry, I'll help you." He then, there was this audition going on. He told me that he would invite me. I was still in school. I had to, you know, skip school.
Did you jump a wall?
Well, I didn't, because it was daytime and our gates were open. I just had to squeeze some muftis into my bag and then, you know, escape.
Okay.
So I went for the auditions. It happened at Afrikiko. It was AA production then, or no, it was Salma Mumin's production,
Okay.
Venos Films,
Venos.
where I went for the audition. I wasn't, they told me they would call me. So many times I've been to auditions, they would tell me they would call me. They never call. Until I'll be home reading my script and actually see the film on TV. Do you understand? Like, it was a whole lot for me in the industry. But gradually, from one audition to the other, favors here and there from colleagues by calling me for other auditions, and you know, and I'm finally here today. That's all it's a whole lot. I can't really come
I know we can go through.
Yes.
Right. So definitely, you've actually paid your dues in the industry,
A lot.
because then you've gone through all of the basics, and now you're here. What has we also have our bloggers. We have those of us who like to read, those who would come out, sit in their corner, put things together and put out there. What has been the darnest thing you've heard about yourself or seen about yourself
on the internet?
On the internet.
Oh my God, let me think. The dumbest.
Like the darnest thing, like this thing that you, oh my God, like they said this about me.
I'm still trying to think. Oh,
So you haven't experienced that yet?
not yet. Not that I know of.
Okay, that should be good.
Yeah.
You've never seen a news on the internet that has made you question yourself. Is this really about me?
So many times they are not true.
Okay.
So I really don't pay attention to news. So many, when news comes about me, my manager, he sends me a dozen of them. My friend, they send a lot of them. I get a lot of tags. I don't even open.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
Because I don't want to hear anybody's opinion about my life. I came about this life all by myself.
Okay.
I know where I want to go. I know where I'm coming from.
Right.
So, and therefore, nothing anybody says matters to me. I'm allowed to make mistakes. I'm a human. I'm a kid. Thanks to some of them, they have parents to correct them when they are going wrong. I didn't have that growing up, so I had to make so many choices on my own. So, and these choices have made me who I am today.
Okay.
So I really do not care about people and their opinion about my life. I know if I didn't mean well for myself, I wouldn't be seated here today, considering how I grew up and not having anybody to see me through it. So yeah, I'm not dumb, and I don't call anybody dumb. I'm just saying that they are entitled to their opinions, but it doesn't really
Get to you.
get to me.
Okay,
Then,
that's
but not
nice.
anymore.
That's nice, right?
Yeah.
So now take me through your playlist. Just name 2 of them. Let's go take a watch and a listen, and then we'll be back.
Okay, I will go for Sissa.
Sissa,
by Kim Promise.
Promise. Okay, Sissa.
And also Nominate by Stone Boy.
Okay, she wants Sissa by Kim Promise and Nominate by Storm. These 2 songs. But before that, let's do some messages. Hello, Link Up. I'm really enjoying your show very much. Please say a big shout out to my versatile artists, Kojo Flo and Lil G. Best mom records to the world. Okay, thank you very much. Some exes don't understand they ain't enemies, and I'm sure they're going to get that understanding through your show. Okay. Thanks very much for this show from AEC Rosemont. Okay, Rosemont, thank you. This one also says, hi, I am optimistic. You're really making my day. God bless you. Greetings goes to Force B. I really love him so much. From Bronga Hafo. Whoa, I really love her a lot. That's Salma. Praying to be like her, and she is one of my mentors. Says Salma, God bless you. Okay, thank you very, very much for your message. I see a lot of messages, but while I try to read, someone calls through, so I don't get to say. Okay, hi, my name is Eric from Sohum. Please, I like your show. Please invite my girl Vanessa Nice. Oh, Vanessa has been on. Maybe you missed it, but hopefully one day we'll do that again. Hello, Salma Mumin, they sell water. This one, yeah, is not true. Well, I didn't say it. She said it herself. So you just have to believe it from the horse's own mouth. A lot of messages and a lot of calls coming through as well. So I'll just take a break on the messages. We'll come back and do some more. But then, all through this, definitely in the industry, you've got to build a tough skin. Because someone who is very close to you will be the same person to take your information or your deeper secrets out there, sell you out, so to say. How do you get through days when you know that, okay, this thing is something that someone really close to me, you can actually point a finger to say that this person took this info to maybe Zion Felix, to GH Kweku, or to whoever. How do you get through such days?
I know and I believe that much about me isn't out there, and that is because I'm extremely careful about who I let come close to me, or where I go to, or the people that I hang out with. Anything that you have seen or heard about me out there that is negative or positive, no, let me just say negative. Stuff that or people made up about me, or probably a slip of tongue somewhere by somebody who is probably close to me, or you know, all of that. But before, and we don't get to see much of that. If you see anything, it's probably something that I've been trying to, you know, minimize, and it probably just comes out. But before I got to who I am, the Salma that it used to be, the Salma, you know, I already advised myself. As I said, my life has been on production since I became my own driver of my life. I have always planned ahead of time. So a few years ago, I sat down and I told myself, I've chased after this dream to become a celebrity, to become one of the biggest actresses in Africa. And I need to be careful the people I let close to me, because I use some colleagues or some seniors of my stories to advise myself. So before I got into the limelight, I had already cut a lot of people off, people that I know that would cause me harm by taking information down. So as we speak, it's just quite recently that I actually hired a personal assistant, because I have been paranoid about what people would go out there and say about me. Because for me, if you go out there and say the truth about me, I'll be extremely happy. But what I've seen here in Ghana is that people spread false news about people, and they hide the good news about you. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I've probably offended one or two people here and there, or I've probably sinned against my God, you know, a couple of times. But one person that can sit and, you know, beat my chest and say that I'm a good person to people around me and people who are not around me. Where did I get to?
Why do you keep doing that?
Like it's a lot.
To people around you and people who are not around you.
Exactly. So until recent times, I didn't even have a PA. My washing machine I have doesn't wash my clothes the way I want it to wash them, because I have so many stylish stuff, and most of them are colorful, and sometimes when you have to wash them one after the other, it takes a lot of time when you put them together in the washing machine to, you know, the colors, you know. So until recent times that I started calling someone into my home to actually wash for me. But even with that, I need to be in my house, stand with the person. If I'm not home, nobody enters my house. I live with my brother and I lock my part of the house. He doesn't have access to my house.
Your brother?
My personal blood brother. Yes.
Wow.
He doesn't have access to anything of mine. If I give him the access into my room, I already know how everything is placed there. So, and I don't have so many friends. I hardly make friends.
Why not? Why don't you make friends? You don't like,
as I said, before I became the Salma, I already knew who I wanted to be, and I was working towards it. And some of the things that I was working on, the Salma Mumin's brand, was not letting a lot of people come close to me or making a lot of friends. I needed to focus, so I didn't need any distraction or whatsoever. That's how come.
What's your worst fear in life?
To wake up someday in future and realize that I had all the time in the world to pursue my dreams and yet didn't.
That's your worst fear?
Yes.
Well, obviously you're working towards every dream of yours. We don't know how many dreams you have.
So that's my fear. That's why I work every second of my life.
Yeah. Wow.
You might not believe it, but when I wake up in the morning from my bed, the first call I receive is from my restaurant. I need to make sure everything is okay for the day.
Okay.
I need to go on my social media platform to update stuff about the Salma Mumin's brand itself. I'm a whole company, my whole being. It's a company.
Packaging, branding.
Do you understand? After that, I have to go on the Leo by Salma's website. I have to go on our social media platform, make sure that I post what we have in store to sell.
Okay.
Aside that, I have families and everything. So, believe me, when I wake up in the morning, it gets so busy to the end of the day that I don't even have time, enough time to make friends.
Right. Tell me about Salma's Eatery and then Leo by Salma.
Salma's Eatery, if I need to talk about it, I need to talk about it from the beginning.
Okay.
It came about almost 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yes. 4 years and almost some few months.
Okay.
Yes. I started off by with just a container, just a normal container. Even to pay for the land that I had to go put a container on was a problem. It took me 6 months to raise just some little amount of money to pay for the land. And after I finished paying for the land, even to afford the container was another problem for me. I sacrificed everything I had because I needed to put that structure up. By the grace of God, I afforded it and I started mineral water business. It wasn't Salma's Eatery from the scratch.
Okay.
It was a mineral water depot that I planned to use it for. So after a couple of months, I decided to turn it into a food business because next to my restaurant was a pub, and the owner of the pub was my friend, and she advised that I use it for food business because when people come to hers to eat, they feel hungry and they request for food, and her workers need to go around looking for food. So why not just turn the place into a food, joint? So I thought about it, but I still refused it though, because I said, me, Salma Mumin, selling food. How am I going to do it? I don't know anything about these things. I don't even know anything about handling people, workers, food. How am I even going to count? Hey, and so
I bet you have a lot of, you're so grateful to this woman for giving you this advice now.
I'm extremely grateful. You have no idea.
Wow.
So
we see it glow, like flourishing, and then we see you growing, and we know that Salma's Eatery
every single minute, Salma's Eatery has never been the same for more than 3 or 6 months before. It has been from growth to growth, where we build and renovate every single second. As we speak, it's under renovation again. Wow. Yeah, and
that's
also
really good.
We are thinking of expanding to owning other branches.
Wow.
Yeah, and also, thank you very much. And also Leo by Salma. I just woke up someday. It's never been a dream until recent times where I finally fell in love with Salma Mumin, and I realized that I love to look good a lot of times, and I realized that whenever I look good too and step out, everybody loves what I have put in together to wear. I mean, I would go to a boutique with my friends, and at the end of the day, what they walk out of the boutique is different from what I get. And I wear them like, but I saw this thing hanging there. Salma, how did you put these two colors together? Wow, it looks so beautiful. Like, it continued so many times, every single time. So I then sat down and said, okay, so aside the food business, what else can I do? What else do I enjoy doing? And then I realized that I love to dress, to look good. I'm like, okay, so why not turn this into a making money venture for yourself?
Right.
To make money off something you love to do, wouldn't be you working but enjoying life and
yourself,
still,
right,
you know.
right.
So I picked a phone and I called this designer that I used to buy clothes from,
okay.
and then I told him that, bro, I want to do this. I need your assistance.
That was it.
I would fund it, but this has to happen. This is my dream now, and it must happen. I started Leo 2 years ago, actually, and immediately I rented a 2-bedroom apartment. I bought industrial sewing machines.
Okay.
Yes.
So you make the clothes yourself?
I design and I make them.
I thought you were exporting. Like,
well, I'll get to that.
Okay.
So I rented a 2-bedroom apartment. I got sewing machines, knitting machines, you know, fixed, you know, the place, bought beds for workers, kitchen utensils.
Everything.
I then employed few people to work for me. I went to some shops around, bought some fabrics, selected some fabrics that I know that are not in town. You know, I paid for, I bought them, they made some, we designed some stuff, we made them, they didn't come out well. I didn't like them. Anything about me has to be top notch, and I can't afford to sell something to somebody for them to get home and not be happy about.
Okay. I think I'm not cutting you off, but I think that this story, if we were to dig in, we might not leave.
Exactly.
So let's just take it from where we've gotten to. Let's go see her last video on her playlist, her favorite.
Please, next time don't cut me off when I'm selling my company.
Yeah, we'll come back and then you come and talk about it, but I just don't want it to get to be too much talking.
Well,
So
they are
let's give
interested
them.
in the talking, believe me. They want to know me.
They want
But
to
don't
know
worry,
you, but my
music.
people love the music as well.
Believe
So
me,
a
your
music
people
break.
love me.
See, we'll just be back here.
Hey.
Hey.
Enyomlo.
I know that.
Hey, TK, promise. How would he feel? Like, I'm sure he will bleed when he
Excuse
sees
me, you
it.
guys did not enjoy it? Yeah.
They did, eh?
They did.
Okay,
That's what
so
matters.
I'm hating.
You are. At this point, I think you are.
Did you see how she started? Where she brought it to, where she took the best to the chorus and then, hey.
Another time. I didn't prepare. You know, I didn't know this show I was supposed to sing.
You did well.
Thank you.
You did well. I just promise to feel the same way.
Well, he would.
about
He would.
it.
At least I tried. Promise.
did.
I'm sorry if I did
Oh,
something
but
wrong.
it's good. It's good. You just need to go for vocal training, and I'm sure you'll be.
Believe
good
me,
to
I'm
go.
good.
You're good.
It's just that I don't know the lyrics.
Okay, right. All right, so now let's talk about Leo by Salma. Like we are wrapping up. We are done. Yeah,
Okay.
we are done. But I just have a few questions for you. Okay. I believe you did social studies in school.
I did.
Yeah, I'm gonna add it. You
If I
did.
sure, but I wouldn't remember because that was a long time ago.
Anything, eh?
So
just a few questions.
I'm
then
just
you go.
alerting you,
Okay, don't worry. I won't do you dirty.
please.
Oh, you're pretty face Salma. Anyway, what year? 1 month.
Hey, please, let's not go there, please. Thank you.
Do you know what I'm gonna say?
no,
I'm
don't-
gonna
don't-
ask
don't-
you
don't-
what
don't.
month your birthday is in.
Okay.
Oh,
December.
what did
December.
you think? December what?
I don't know. I don't know what you were coming to ask me. I was just scared.
December what?
14th.
14th.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 11 days after mine.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Right. What is a triangle?
What is a triangle? A triangle, eh?
Yeah.
It's like this.
What if we can't see?
Oh, you can't see, please. Watch the screen.
We don't want to, no, see.
Oh.
We don't want actions.
Hey,
We
what is
want
that? What
it-
is a triangle? Like I should
What is-
define a
Yes,
triangle.
what is a triangle?
Oh, a triangle is a triangle. An
Salma.
angle that they used to try.
Eee. Okay, what year did Ghana gain independence?
But is it like
Yes, we are live.
1957?
Yo,
Please. 1957, Ghana independence. They don't think somebody told me. I just sang the song in my head.
okay, I hear you, no problem. How was Ghana formerly known? before the name Ghana?
Gold Coast.
Yay, you're winning. Which country is to the east side of Ghana?
Yeah. East side of Ghana.
Yeah.
Northeast.
Northeast is a country.
Upper West.
Hey, Salma,
What's the next question, please?
what's the official language for Ghana?
The official language for Ghana. Official language. I know we have different tribes and we have different languages, our various
But
languages.
the official one.
Do we have an official one? I don't want to mention English, neither do I want to mention Tree or Ghana because
But
it's not official.
English. We speak English in our offices.
Well, okay, it's
We-
official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my last question to you. Who was Ghana's first prime minister?
Nkwame Nkrumah.
Say it out loud. It's right.
It's right, right?
right.
Honorable Dr.
So-
Pa-
on Powerful.
Please, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah the second. Thank you. The first. Is it the first one?
Salma, what are you doing? He's the first, the one and only Kwame
Kwame
Nkrumah we had
Nkrumah
at
the
the time.
first, yes.
We had at the time. Anyway, how is life in Accra in general? I just have something for you.
Life in Accra.
Yeah, with Salma Mumin, with Leo by Salma, with Salma's Ichi. You should put your social media handles out and then your contact out as well, so that if anybody wants to get in touch with Salma Mumin, with Salma's Ichi, with Leo by Salma, they can get in touch.
Okay, with the phone numbers, I'm going to have to reach out to my phone,
Okay.
which should be right here with me, but I can't find it.
Okay.
But I can start with Salma's Eatery, our main branch, which is in East Legon,
Okay.
on the Otele Avenue. On Instagram, we are known as Salma's Eatery, one word. And with Leo, we are currently online, just online. We don't have an outlet yet.
Okay.
We just online for now. So you can follow us on Leo, which is LURE underscore Salma SALMA underscore by then Salma. So it's Leo by Salma on Instagram, and on our website is www.leoghana.com.
Okay.
And
www.leoghana.com.
leoghana.com. Yeah, but with our phone numbers, I'll get them for you
Okay,
later.
so we can put it out there on social
Yeah.
media as well. Right. I think it's beautiful that you're not only limiting yourself to your craft of acting. You're doing everything some. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. You're doing all of these things, and like someone sent a message, they look up to you, and I'm sure that your story today is going to impact a lot of lives. It's going to encourage a lot of people to know that they can't be comfortable where they are. They have to keep fighting and keep going. You definitely have some final words you want to say, something, words of encouragement, words of advice you want to tell people.
What I'm currently battling with, it's people's view about female entrepreneurs. Our young women of today, everywhere I go, I'm actually going to talk about it because it's something that really disturbs me.
Okay.
It's really heartbreaking to know that 80% of young women in Ghana think that they need to rely on men to persuade their dreams to work, but that is not it. A living testimony to it, and I know for a fact that when you work, definitely you make something. If you say you're selling something, out of 10 people, 2 would buy. That too,
True.
it's something. It's gonna keep growing. So please, anybody that tells you people that to make it you need to do this, you need to do that, it's a lie. There are women bosses in this world, and you can make
She-boss.
it on your own. I haven't made it yet. I'm still on my way. You can start today. I wanted to tell you all about my story from how I started all my businesses to inspire you people to start small. It's about starting small. You need to get started, before you can do better.
I like that. We are in 2020. Coronavirus has actually, it's been an awakening for a lot of people. 3 days ago, or 3 nights or 2 nights ago,
What happened?
Yes, the earthquake. If you say earth tremor, 3 times, so we felt it.
About that,
So
I felt it too.
Christ is coming. We know, like things
Christ
are
is
happening.
coming?
Actually, the signs
Okay.
and wonders see there. Well, so we are hoping for a lot of things. We need to get a lot of things done. Salma, when are we coming for Salma Mumin's wedding?
Ah,
I say, Cristobal Corona.
how would you even know, say, I'm not married already? I'm an actress.
Oh boy.
The life you see.
It would have been there.
Let me tell you, the life you see, it is what I decide to let you
us
see.
Okay.
I might be married and you would never know.
So you're married.
I am not married yet.
Great.
But by the grace of God, I would get married. I just don't know the date.
Okay. Yeah, I'll come and eat cake.
Please.
I'll come and eat food from
You
Salma.
eat everything some.
Everything some.
By
If
His
you're not
grace.
my acres here, amen.
Amen.
Right. So for you coming for your beautiful performance, for answering my questions right and turning some upside down and all of that, but telling us your beautiful story, we are grateful to have you. And Just Power Energy Drink wants me to give you this.
Okay.
So that you go try it and call them and get more. You've
Okay.
lost a lot of energy and you need to restore it. So this is your go-to. It has
Okay.
low caffeine, so you have nothing to worry about.
Okay.
And also this is from Artist Pizza. Artist Pizza is located at Sakumono on the 18th junction, opposite KFC. They
It
want
belongs
you,
to which artist?
It doesn't belong to any
No
artist.
artist, it's just the brand name.
Artist
Okay,
Pizza.
okay,
They say
okay.
you eat it and then you feel like an
An
artist.
artist.
Exactly.
I
It's
guess
as
I'm
simple
gonna
as
feel like
that.
a super artist then.
So yeah. On this note, Salma, what about her mama or drink? Mama or
sure.
pizza? That when I'm baby do Salma's eating.
Anytime be out for silver, yeah.
Right, me be can see me. Oh, I'm tired and crown coming. Anyway, babes, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. Before I go, I'm wearing Leo by Salma's top. This is one of our new collection that is yet to be launched very soon. I'll communicate the date on my social media platforms.
Okay.
I hope you love it. It's going to come in different shades of gray and nudes.
Okay, don't go yet. I think I actually need Salma, Leo by Salma to costume me. Maybe we can